Hello everyone, here I am reviewing Nimian Legends Vandgels. I played this game a few months ago, and it just left such a good impression on me that I just wanted to give it a review. So this game is open world, and it actually has three modes. So the first mode is a story mode, Rise of the Emperor. Now I did not play this mode, but it just seems like it's the main story mode, and I'm sure that there's some exploration and some fighting. But when I was playing this game, I just wanted to take it easy, so I picked this mode. It said it has 10 dungeons and 10 secrets, and I wasn't sure whether there would be a lot of fighting, but I did know that there would be a lot of exploration, so I chose this one. Now there's a third mode also, and this is basically just explore mode. So anyways, let's go ahead and pick this one, just to let you guys know how the story goes. But as you can see, I've already played this. We can just continue. Now, one of the best things about this game is that the graphical settings are very, very customizable. But for now, we're gonna hit default quality and continue. The loading is not too bad, actually. So here you go. There's just the story mode. And I'm showing you guys this because I want you to notice the atmosphere of the game. Obviously, it's pretty cartoonish, but the music is just right on. Even the title screen, the music in the title screen is just so colorful. And right now, it just looks like it's out of maybe like a Disney movie or like a Pixar movie. I'm talking about the music, brother. Let's go ahead and see what happens. Talk to people over here. There we go. Okay. So instead of actually playing the first mission, I don't want to do that to you guys just because it's going to take a long time. What I'm going to do is go into the options menu and show you all the option that's available. Now this is the mod button over here that I just tapped, and you can change the weather. As you can see, there's weather length, rough waters over here, and there's just so many options. Even wind intensity, wind frequency. I mean, this it's a mobile game, but it's almost like a console game. Now I understand the graphics, it's not like the PlayStation 4 quality, but as you play this game in about 10 minutes, you'll basically get the graphics, because graphics are good enough for you to be immersive. After you're immersed, it doesn't really matter whether they're PlayStation 3 graphics or PlayStation 4 graphics. So anyways, see, you can choose the amount of snow, rain. Okay, there's an experimental feature, but we're gonna go back. Now, the mods also include time of day, sun, sky, I'm not gonna go over this because obviously it's gonna take half an hour. You can even go to the quality section over here. You can control the amount of shadows. You can choose the quality. There's a lot of effects over here. I like to show the frames per second, and over here down on the left where it says limit 30 frames per second, I usually just keep it off because I want it to be at 100 frames per second. And let's go back. Over here, she was saying number 4, which is the highest quality. See on the bottom it says I'm using iPad Pro 12.9-inch third generation. What's the issue? I usually like to have it high, as you can see. And there's obviously a lot of it. I'm going to choose HDR over here. And that's it. I'm not going to go over every single option. But I want to show you guys just how smooth the game is. Okay. Now it seems like maybe it's evening time over here, and obviously it's a little bit dark, so you can't really see the beauty of all the graphics that they offer right now. Just because everything is a little bit dark. Over here we're going to go ahead and fight this person. Now, I'm not sure how to just because I have Okay guys, I've actually turned down the volume of the game just because I want you to hear me clearly. And the reason why I put the music in at the start of the video is just because I wanted you to get a sense of how the music is and how it is in relationship to the game. So as you can see, everything is smooth right now, and it's a beautiful world over here. And you can control the camera just like in any other third-person game. So this is a pretty nice camera system. It's pretty smooth. Over here right now, at the bottom right, you do see that it's about 59 frames per second. So let's just go ahead and play this mission. Now I have not played this mission, so let's see what it says. Okay, so I guess right now we're gonna follow this person, maybe. Alright. And the camera is so flexible that you can use a 2-finger gesture just like you are on a web page. And you can pinch in or pinch out. So for example, right now I'm pinching out. See, it goes far. And if you want to zoom in, you can zoom in also. Okay, and you can get just about this close. So right now, let's go ahead and check out this game. So we're going to go to the Road of Vandgels and just check out those graphics. Okay, I'm going to turn the music on for a little bit. Okay, so as you guys see that right now we're inside an environment. It's like a castle or a church, but there are many internal environments in this game. I would say between 20 to 40. So there's no shortage. It's not like you're outside all the time. There's a lot of indoor activities, especially in the dungeon mode. In the dungeon mode, obviously you're in dungeons, so it's indoor. And you can also explore the outside world when you go from one dungeon to the other dungeon. And also in the outside world, there's a lot of things for you guys to do. There's also enemies in the outside world that prevent you getting from one dungeon to the other dungeon. But I chose mostly to avoid the enemies because if there is one bad thing in this game, it's actually the physics. Obviously, who jumps like this, right? So it is a fantasy tale, and a lot of times it's really hard to lock on the enemy. And if you're hitting the enemy, it's hard to tell whether they're getting damaged or not. But they do have a damage bar, so you can go ahead and take a look at the damage bar. Okay, guys. So I think I've gone long enough talking, but what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna show you a few video clips of what I thought was the best parts of the game. So you guys can just take a look at those videos and decide for yourself if this is worth a buy or not. Oh, okay, so I went to the fire over here, and obviously I'm getting hurt. But yeah, the graphics are really nice, right? Even the lighting effects. So, anyways, from my point of view, this game exceeded my expectations. Obviously, it's like a fantasy type of game. There's not a lot of realism. I look at it maybe like Skyrim on a PlayStation 2. I mean, check out these shadows over here. And this is the whole world over here. The world is not super big, but it's big enough for you to, spend at least maybe 30 to 50 hours in there. And then, as I was talking about the physics, let's see what happens when you jump from here. And just keep in mind, guys, this is fantasy, okay? It's not supposed to be. It's not Red Dead Redemption. All right, I'll turn the music on, and let's see what happens when we fall. Okay, so obviously nothing happened when we fall. This is what happens. Now, in the dungeon mode, what happens is every time you pass a dungeon, you get to morph into a character. Now, let me go ahead and exit this, and let me see if I can go back to the dungeon mode and show you guys the character morph. Okay, so we'll go to dungeon over here. Okay, now I've already finished most of the dungeons. So what I'm gonna do here, you can take a look at one of the environments over here. What I'm gonna do is try to morph in one of the characters. Now these are some of the weapons. What we can do is, okay, I don't remember what this is. I think this is a helper. And okay, this is one of the morphs. It's a hoverboard. It's like a skateboard, and you can go anywhere you want with this, even uphill. So you can explore the whole world with this really fast. And these are the shapes over here. Now you can choose any shape. What you can do is actually change into a shape of a dragon, and you can explore the world like this. And as you can see, there's a button on the left hand side. The dragon can even shoot fireballs. There we go. Okay, and those are one of the enemies. They're really tough, actually. Okay, so let's see what happens. Okay, so as I was saying, you know, the physics are a little bit bad, and I'm having a hard time, you know, aiming and controlling. But there we go. Okay, now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go over here and shapes, and I'm gonna go back to my original form. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to fight this spider, but I'm pretty sure I'm gonna lose. Okay, the spider is huge. I'm gonna turn on the volume for you guys. Alright guys, so now you have a sense of the combat. It is satisfying, it's just not perfect. So there you go. I'll add the next few clips, and you guys can decide whether you guys want to give this game a try. This game is perfect actually for kids, you know, maybe 15 and under. Because it's not too violent, there's not a lot of blood and gore in it. There's a nice story, and there's a lot of fantasy. Alright, stay tuned for the clips and have a great day.
Remember this game? I had you check it out. You were like on top of a mountain, but look how beautiful this game is. Oh my god. Okay, just watch. You ready? Oh man, so calming. Okay, watch now. Oh my god. I can't believe this, dude. This is like the most relaxing experience I've ever had. And look, I made the kid look like you. Yep, that's you with that beard and the mustache. Alright, let's go on this one. I don't know where we're going. And check out the music, dude. It's so relaxing. Check out these bubbles, dude.